Hello everyone, my name is Colette Smith, Organizational Transformation Specialist and author of 8 books available on Amazon. You can see some of these books being displayed in this short introductory video. Now, many persons have been purchasing my books. Thank you to all of my readers. I love you. I appreciate you. I've been receiving the notifications and I'm absolutely delighted. Now, a number of you have been asking for the books in audio format. We do not yet have these books in audio format, but here's what I'm going to be doing for you. I'm going to be reading segments of each book so that you can have a feel of the content of the book. Without any further delay, let's jump right into our sample readings from Overcome Imposter Syndrome and Achieve Success. Preface. Imposter syndrome is an invisible force that silently challenges many high-achieving individuals, no matter how successful they appear on the outside. It whispers doubt, feeds insecurity, and makes even the most competent feel unworthy of their accomplishments. As a leader, executive coach, and mentor, I have witnessed the detrimental effects of this syndrome in both personal and professional spaces, and I've helped countless individuals break free from its grip. This book is designed to serve as a practical guide and a source of inspiration for anyone struggling with imposter syndrome. It outlines actionable strategies to help you shift your mindset, develop emotional intelligence, and build habits necessary to become your most confident, empowered self. The journey to overcoming this obstacle isn't easy, but it is incredibly rewarding. You'll discover a renewed sense of purpose, confidence, and influence, and most importantly, you'll become the best version of yourself, free from the chains of self-doubt. Through these chapters, I invite you to reflect, take action, and most importantly, believe that you are worthy of success. This book was written with the hope that it will inspire and equip you to reclaim your personal power and unleash the leader within. Dedication. To my father, the late Alpheus Lewis, who demonstrated the most admirable characteristics of a leader that every future leader should emulate. Your strength, integrity, wisdom, and love have been my guiding light, and your legacy lives on in all that I do. This book is dedicated to you with gratitude for showing me how to successfully navigate the path of leadership with confidence. May your memory continue to inspire others as it has inspired me. Your daughter, Colette. Now let's go to the table of contents. Copyright, preface, dedication, 15 signs that you're experiencing imposter syndrome, pre-reading, imposter syndrome self-assessment, tips to help ambitious professionals overcome imposter syndrome. Chapter 1. Overcoming imposter syndrome in leadership. What is imposter syndrome? How imposter syndrome affects leaders. Why does imposter syndrome persist? Overcoming imposter syndrome, a path to true leadership. Conclusion: you are more than enough. Chapter 2. Emotional intelligence, a powerful tool to eradicate imposter syndrome. What is emotional intelligence? Self-awareness, recognizing the root of self-doubt. Self-regulation, managing the emotions of insecurity. Motivation, cultivating a growth-oriented mindset. How motivation helps eradicate imposter syndrome. Empathy, understanding and connecting with others. How empathy helps eradicate imposter syndrome. Social skills. Building confidence through connection. How social skills help eradicate imposter syndrome. Conclusion. Using emotional intelligence to defeat imposter syndrome. Chapter 3. Daily activities, practices, and habits to conquer imposter syndrome and achieve success. Personal growth. Practicing self-regulation and affirmations. Commitment to self-reflection and affirmation. Professional success. Goal setting and continuous learning. Commitments to goal setting and continuous learning. Financial success. Practice discipline and develop an abundance mindset. Commitments to financial discipline and abundance mindset. Emotional health. Build resilience and emotional balance. Commitments. Building resilience and emotional balance. Social confidence. Cultivate authentic connections. Commitments. Cultivating authentic connections. Spiritual fulfillment. Align with your higher purpose. Commitments. Aligning with your higher purpose. Conclusion. Building confidence through consistent practice. Chapter 4. Activities to overcome imposter syndrome, gain confidence, and positively influence others. Daily activities. Building confidence, strength, and focus. Mindfulness, 10 to 15 minutes. Daily reflection journal, 10 minutes. Gratitude practice, 5 minutes. Weekly activities, growth, connection, and action. Networking or social connections, 1 hour. Physical activity, 3 to 5 times a week, 30 minutes. Commitments, daily and weekly activities to increase confidence. Monthly activities, broader reflection, learning, and self-care. Monthly self-assessment, 1 hour. Read or listen to personal development material, 2 to 4 hours. Commitments, monthly activities to increase confidence and influence. Quarterly activities, strategic review and skill enhancement. Take a confidence-boosting challenge, 2 to 4 hours. Commitments, quarterly activities to increase confidence and influence. Annual activities, vision setting and deep transformation. Commitments, annual activities to increase confidence and influence. Conclusion, consistent growth, confidence, and impact. Chapter 5. Overcoming imposter syndrome to achieve success. Part 1. Overcoming imposter syndrome to achieve success in sales. Introduction: the unique challenges of sales. Deeper insights into sales challenges. Understanding the sales mindset and self-worth. Strategies to overcome imposter syndrome in sales. Bonus tips for success in sales. Commitments: improving sales performance. Part 2. Overcoming imposter syndrome to achieve success in leadership. Introduction: the heavy burden of leadership. Understanding leadership and self-perception. Strategies to overcome imposter syndrome in leadership. Bonus tips for success in leadership. Commitments: confidence, effectiveness, and efficiency in leadership. Part 3. Overcoming imposter syndrome to achieve success in ministry. Introduction: The weight of spiritual leadership. Deeper insights into ministry challenges. Recognizing the spiritual nature of imposter syndrome. Strategies to overcome imposter syndrome in ministry. Bonus tips for success in ministry. Commitments. Achieving purpose-driven success in ministry. Part 4. Overcoming imposter syndrome to achieve success in academics. Introduction. The silent struggle in academia. The competitive nature of academia and self-doubt. Deeper insights into academic challenges. Strategies to overcome imposter syndrome in academia. Bonus tips for success in academia. Commitments. Achieve success in academia. Conclusion. Practical application across all areas. Post-reading reflection and commitment to overcoming imposter syndrome and achieving phenomenal success. 15 signs that you are experiencing imposter syndrome. 1. Feeling like a fraud. You believe your achievements are due to luck, not competence. 2. Downplaying success. You dismiss praise, believing others are exaggerating your abilities. 3. Fear of being found out. Constant worry that others will discover you are not as capable as they think. 4. Perfectionism. You set extremely high standards and feel like a failure if they're not met. 5. Overworking. You work excessively hard to compensate for perceived shortcomings. 6. Avoiding challenges. Fear of failure leads you to avoid new opportunities or challenges. 7. Difficulty accepting praise. Compliments make you uncomfortable or are brushed off. 8. Comparing yourself to others. You constantly measure your abilities against others and feel inadequate. 9. Attributing success to external factors. You believe luck, timing, or help from others is the real reason for your achievements. 10. Self-doubt. Persistent feelings of inadequacy regardless of your accomplishments. 11. Fear of failure. The thought of making a mistake or failing causes anxiety and avoidance. 12. Procrastination. Fear of not performing perfectly causes you to delay tasks. 13. Over-preparation. You feel the need to over-prepare for tasks to ensure success. 14. Inability to internalize accomplishments. No matter how successful you are, you can't truly acknowledge it. 15. And last, imposter experience across domains. The sense of fraudulence can spill over into multiple areas of your life, not just professionally. I then provide you with a pre-reading imposter syndrome self-assessment. Rate yourself on a scale of 1 to 5, with 1 meaning strongly disagree and 5 strongly agree for each statement below. Let's look at the statements. You then score yourself, and there is a column for you to make notes or provide a rationale. I often feel like I don't deserve the success I have achieved. I fear that others will find out I'm not as competent as they believe. I tend to attribute my accomplishments to luck or external help. I worry that my success is not sustainable. I frequently compare myself to colleagues and feel less capable. I avoid taking on new challenges because I fear failure. I feel like I have to work twice as hard to meet expectations. I feel uncomfortable when I receive praise or accomplishments. I'm a perfectionist and often feel like nothing I do is ever good enough. I feel anxious about being exposed as an imposter. You then give yourself a total score. This is the interpretation of your score. 35 to 50, strong likelihood of experiencing imposter syndrome. 20 to 34, moderate likelihood. Imposter syndrome might be affecting your confidence. Below 20, low likelihood. Confidence and self-acceptance are generally solid. I implore you to be as honest as possible with yourself so that you can truly understand if you are being affected by imposter syndrome. Tips to help ambitious professionals overcome imposter syndrome. You can read those tips on page 3 of the book. We now move on to chapter 1. What is imposter syndrome? Imposter syndrome is a psychological phenomenon where high-achieving individuals or persons who have been recognized for their efforts and contribution, whether through their talents, skills, tenacity, or public recognition, praise, expanded areas of responsibility due to commendable performance or promotion, experience persistent self-doubt, and feel undeserving of their accomplishments. Have you heard the Bible story of the talents? See Matthew 25, 14 to 19. Despite evident success or potential for success, they often downplay their ability, shy away from recognition or commendation for outstanding performance, and attribute their achievements to sheer luck, timing, or an underlying belief that they've somewhat managed to deceive others into thinking they are more capable than they truly are. These self-defeating thoughts overpower them, causing them to doubt their right to be highlighted, commended, recognized, rewarded, or attain success. Those affected by this phenomenon live with an internal fear of being perceived as frauds, even though they have objectively demonstrated capabilities, knowledge, skills, competence, leadership qualities, and commendable performance. Imposter syndrome, though not a formal clinical diagnosis, affects many individuals, including leaders and those who have achieved remarkable performance standards in their careers. It thrives in environments where performance is highly scrutinized, competition-driven, and where there is constant pressure to deliver results, such as in sales, executive roles in corporations, ministry in well-established organizations, leading teams, or managing major projects. It is not a reflection of an individual's actual capabilities, but rather a misperception that undermines confidence and weakens executive presence. How imposter syndrome affects leaders. Leaders suffering from imposter syndrome face unique challenges. Despite their skills, talents, capabilities, past achievements, qualifications, and success, they often question their abilities, performance, or self-worth. This hinders their growth and the effectiveness of their leadership. The key areas affected by the syndrome are: 1. Confidence in decision-making. Leaders with imposter syndrome tend to second-guess their choices, fearing that their decisions will reveal their perceived inadequacy. This lack of self-trust can delay critical decision-making, negatively affecting them and the entire organization or team. 2. Leadership presence. Executive presence is vital for a leader to command respect, inspire trust, and influence others. Imposter syndrome often diminishes this presence as leaders may feel unworthy of their position and their uncertainty may be sensed by others. Communication. Effective communication is central to leadership. Yet, when plagued by self-doubt, leaders may be overly self-critical of their speaking style, written communique, or the content of their messages. They may hesitate to express their ideas assertively, which can lead to missed opportunities and reduced influence. 4. Emotional resilience. Leaders are often expected to handle high-pressure situations with composure. However, imposter syndrome can erode emotional resilience, making leaders more susceptible to burnout, stress, and mental exhaustion as they overcompensate for their perceived shortcomings. 5. Perfectionism and overwork. Imposter syndrome frequently drives individuals towards perfectionism, believing they need to exceed expectations constantly. This can result in overwork, exhaustion, and an unsustainable pace, which ultimately hinders productivity and long-term success. Now remember, this is an introduction to the book, which is available on Amazon, Overcome Imposter Syndrome to Achieve Success. Chapter 1 continues looking at why does imposter syndrome persist? Overcoming Imposter Syndrome, a path to true leadership. You are more than enough. I'll now take you to the conclusion of the book. Practical application across all areas. While each of these fields, leadership, ministry, sales, and academia, has its unique pressures, the underlying challenge of imposter syndrome is universal. Overcoming these doubts requires a blend of self-awareness, emotional intelligence, and concrete strategies tailored to each context. By embracing authenticity, continuous learning, and relationship building, individuals can transform their self-doubt into powerful, confident action. Success in any area is built not just on skill, but on the consistent daily effort to believe in your worth, learn from setbacks, and to build strong support systems. With these strategies and bonus tips, you can conquer imposter syndrome and step into your full potential, influencing others with confidence and grace. We then move into post-reading reflection and commitment to overcoming imposter syndrome and achieving phenomenal success. My first question in this segment is, what surprised you? Reflect on the most surprising or eye-opening realization you had while reading about imposter syndrome. Second question, what resonated? Identify the points that struck a chord with your own experience. 3. Where do you see yourself? After reading, where do you think you fall on the imposter syndrome spectrum? 4. What would you like to change? Consider what habits, thought patterns, or behaviors you'd like to adjust to improve your confidence. I then take you to make commitments. Please say these out aloud daily and do what is required to fulfill each commitment. Reframing my thoughts. I commit to challenging negative thoughts and replacing them with positive affirmations. Tracking my progress. I commit to documenting my achievements and recognizing the value of my work. Pursuing growth. I commit to embracing challenges and mistakes as opportunities for learning. Seeking support. I commit to sharing my experiences with others and seeking feedback to build confidence. Believing in myself. I commit to acknowledging my competence and worth, resisting the urge to downplay my abilities. You're then able to make notes as you need to. Thank you for taking the time to listen to this introduction to this phenomenal book, Overcome Imposter Syndrome and Achieve Success. Enjoy reading. Remember to leave a review on Google and give me feedback about the successes you have begun to achieve as you begin to implement the recommended strategies. God bless you. Have a wonderful life. I have some leadership tips for you at the end of this video, so stay tuned all the way to the end.